ever feel like you're just, I don't know, stuck? Maybe caught up in what other people think, or always looking outside for that nod of approval.
That feeling of being weighed down.
Exactly. Well, today we're going to jump into the let them theory, an idea really brought to the forefront by Mel Robbins.
Yeah. And our mission here is pretty straightforward. We want to pull out the core message for you, give you a shortcut, really, to understanding how maybe you can let go of some of that need for approval and find a bit more emotional freedom.
We've looked at some discussions, some outlines, really trying to distill it down.
That's right. Focused stuff.
Okay, so let's start there. What is the let them theory at its heart? Like the simple version.
Well, fundamentally, it's about making a conscious choice, a choice to loosen your grip on needing other people to approve of you or your decisions.
Okay.
It's basically accepting you can't control their thoughts, right? And instead you choose to listen to your own internal compass, your gut, your values.
Right. Letting go of controlling their reaction. That makes sense conceptually. But, life's messy. How does that actually look day to day?
It's kind of like this. Imagine you have a big decision. You could ask everyone, try to predict every reaction, get totally tangled up in their opinions.
Yeah, analysis paralysis.
Totally. Or you gather what you need, sure, but then you check in with yourself, what feels right for you, and you accept that others will think what they think. That's the let them part, trusting your own navigation system more than the shifting winds of opinion outside.
Okay, got it. So it's less about seeking permission, more about finding your own conviction. Can you give us a quick example, like paint a picture?
Sure. Think about someone. Right. So applying this doesn't mean shutting them out completely. It means, okay, you hear their concerns, you acknowledge their perspective, but then you make the choice based on your own goals, your own sense of what's right for you. The focus isn't, will they approve? It's, is this true for me? You let them have their reaction.
And that really seems to connect with so much talk about well-being these days, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How does this idea link up with things like mental health or setting boundaries?
Oh, it connects directly. It's huge for boundaries. I mean, when you're less tangled up in needing approval, setting limits becomes way more natural, doesn't it? You're clearer on what works for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it hits that anxiety piece, too. So much worry comes from predicting, like negative judgments, right?
Definitely.
By practicing letting them, you kind of dial down the volume on those anticipated reactions. It builds more self-trust, maybe a bit more inner quiet.
Okay, so let's make this personal for everyone listening. Let's take a second now. Can you think of one situation, maybe right now, where you might be giving way too much weight to someone else's opinion?
Yeah, just let that surface. And then thinking about that situation, what's maybe one really small thing you could do? A tiny step to just gently practice letting them and tuning back into your own guidance.
And maybe zoom out a bit. In just one specific part of your life, maybe work or family or friendships, how might things actually feel different for you if you could genuinely release that need for external approval there?
Because ultimately, that's the core benefit, isn't it? It's about freedom, giving yourself permission to live a bit more authentically without that constant burden of needing everyone else to sign off on it.
Right. So maybe the thought to leave you with today is just this. How much energy could you potentially get back? How much mental space could you free up just by consciously shifting your focus inward and, well, letting them? Something powerful to consider.
If this message resonated with you, imagine what the full audiobook can do. With Audible's free trial, you can listen to The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins completely free. No commitments, cancel anytime, and the audiobook is yours to keep. Click the link in the description, sign up in seconds, and start listening today. Your peace of mind is just one chapter away. And please subscribe and give me a like if you liked this content.